Welcome back. Let's bring you more now on the situation in the Middle East in what has been a decisive week in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Our military analyst, Sean Bell, is here with me now. Look, Sean, Israel got Yahya Sinwar almost by accident. They weren't expecting to find him. They did. They killed him. It's a huge scalp for them, someone they've been after for a long time. But does it necessarily mean there will be a step change in the war between Israel and Hamas?
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt. The short answer is no. I mean, Israel, as you say, has made quite a big thing about killing Yahya Sinwar. Undoubtedly, symbolically, it's very important. But it's worth remembering they've also created a martyr for Hamas as well. Why is that important? Well, Yahya Sinwar was a similar age to me, but his background has been, he was born in Khan Yunis in Gaza. He's seen through lots of these bloody battles. He's been arrested a couple of times by the Israelis, got 4 life sentences at one stage, but was released in 2011 as part of a prisoner exchange. But it won't just be me who's seen the harrowing images coming from Gaza over the last year with particularly young children covered in dust and blood who've seen their families decimated, their buildings decimated. That is generating a new generation of hatred, and that's effectively, they're generating a new set of Yahya Sinwars. So his death will leave a bit of a mark, but it is mainly, I suspect, because as leader of organisation, he will have the up and out relationships, international relationships. They won't be easy to rejig again, the trust that people had in him. But as Jabalia has witnessed today with the bombings that are going on there, this military operation isn't at the end, and we still haven't heard anything about the hostages.
No, and 50 killed in Gaza in the last 24 hours alone in several different operations there. Talking about Israeli operations, let's switch focus to Lebanon. That's more risky, isn't it? Yes, lots of Lebanese people have been killed, lots of Hezbollah members have been killed as well, of course, but Israel has sustained losses too.
Yeah, it's a particularly dangerous operation for the Israelis. It's worth pointing out there's 2 phases to that operation, one of which is precision strikes that are happening in Beirut, trying to target the Hezbollah weapons, command and control and the leadership, and degrade Hezbollah. But the main part of the operation is south of the Litani River, trying to clear the Hezbollah out of that. And it's worth remembering that back in 2006, UN 1701, the United Nations was formed to keep that area clear and keep the Hezbollah forces north of the Litani River. They completely failed to do that, and as a result, Israel's now resorted to military action to do that. They've asked the UN to get out of the way, and there's lots of fuss about UN being targeted. But inevitably, if the Israelis want to secure the north of their country, that buffer zone is essentially. But, of course, the Hezbollah are mining various villages. They're also destroying buildings there and causing a lot of casualties.
A quick word on what Hezbollah can still do is send a drone towards Benjamin Netanyahu's holiday home.
Yeah, this was interesting. It was Caesarea. It was at Haydar Street, which is one of the affluent areas there. But he wasn't there, neither was his wife, and it didn't actually strike the residence. But it does show that tactically they're going to do more asymmetric attacks, suicide bombers, stuff like that. And we're going to see an increase in those attacks, I suspect, over the coming days and weeks.
Sean, thank you very much indeed.